should be working. It should be. I'm about to check it. Says I'm live. Yeah. And then this is live. Okay. All right. And here we are. I've got Orange Man on. And all right. So I just stroked out for a second. I'm sorry. I
mean, I get that.
it happens. Like what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Where am I? Who am I?
All right. So I guess once we get on, then we can talk about our homework, also known as Bandersnatch. And I'm not going to clear out the snacks. Hi, Squid. I apparently have a toy bat with 100 uses. So I can just roll up on people and go, Bonk. Can I bonk the homeless people? Bonk. Invalid target. Oh, this is just
paid protesters.
This is dystopian. Oh my god. Intergalactic Donald Trump with his toy bat. and this is Trump's America. I have to get a screenshot. This is awesome. This is, oh shit. How do I angle this around? Yeah, this is Trump's America. Can I get a thumbs up here, Chief? How do I get a thumbs up? Clap, bow, praise. Oh god. Double face palm. Face palm? That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm fucking around in Mercy right now, just taking pictures with the unhoused people. This is great. I feel like it's appropriate given the way things are today.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Somebody needs to deport these motherfuckers. Anyway, is somebody at my door? What do you need, daughter?
Not allowed.
Just eat. You can eat. You know how to eat, right? That sounds great. You go for it. The Invisalign is a pain in the ass. That's some bougie problems, but anyway. All right. Oh fuck, we're not friends in a video game.
Oh no.
And you're not in the super group either. How do we do this? Friends? No. Just meet in Mercy. I figure that is probably the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Or where are you? I can come to you.
I'm in Cap.
You're in Cap. I can come to Cap. That's the easiest. That's the easiest thing.
Either way works for me.
Okay. I'm coming. We're probably not even global friends because that would require too much forethought. Also, I think I saw somebody in general chat called Nimroid, which I actually think that's I condone that name.
I like it.
Okay. All right, where you at, dog? Are you in south or north?
In the middle.
You're in the
I'm heading towards the Arbiter.
Okay, like the middle bit in the little city, the gentrified area.
Yeah, by the.
Okay.
By Arbiter How.
Okay. All right. All right, my brother in Christ, where are you? There you are.
Looking at
All
these protesters. Oh, they're shooting you on sight.
I'm gonna need you to invite me very quickly because I'm about to die.
Oh, shit. Where'd you go?
You either kill them quickly or invite me quicker.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Invite. Okay.
There we go. Because now I can help. We are so good at this game. All right.
I hear you Luddites.
I'm glad that Lord Recluse still allows his subjects to protest. I think that's good.
Yeah. I mean, what about that? It's better than we've got.
I mean, they're not like rounding up the Luddites and deporting them to, oh God, where's the horrible prison at?
Not El Salvador.
El Salvadorian. They're not going to the beeline to an El Salvadoran prison. All right, I'm gonna friend you. Remove global friend. Are we global? We better be global friends. Oh, I didn't. Oh, no. I could have just gone global friends. Oh, I'm so terrible at this game. Okay. All right. Click a button and make us do stuff, and then we'll talk about the Bandersnatch.
All right, let's see here.
All right. I promise I'm drinking water. Oh God. Oh. Yes, squill. I'm either having a stroke or maybe I'm just tired. I don't know. I feel like I'm slurring my speech. But yeah. Good times, great fun on the deportation game we got going on here in the States. So on to a cheerier topic. Insanity in video games. So what, like, I do want to know, like, what do you think of Bandersnatch?
Yeah, I really liked it because it's kind of my jam, because I am a little bit of a sucker for those kinds of interactive sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some video games that are kind of in that vein, not entirely like that, but similar to, that I like the Telltale stuff.
Okay.
Fairly similar. Like the Walking Dead games they did that were really good. But there's some others that are closer to that kind of FMV style. Use your own adventure thing.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Although I think after watching Bandersnatch, I did have my question answered as to why they don't make more of those. And I think it really is just kind of a simple question of, well, where do you go from there? Right.
What do you mean?
Like, they did this, it was this whole fairly complicated kind of story about choosing your own adventure, right? About free will and choices and all that kind of stuff. So it almost kind of came right out of the gate, like as a deconstruction.
Yes.
For something that was never quite constructed. So it's almost like it invalidated the need to make another one. Because what do you do with it? Right.
Yeah. I didn't think of it that way. I kind of figure that like I had me and Brent were talking off stream that I had a little bit of a problem trying to get it working, and I don't know if it was like, because when I tried, we've got a couple Rokus in the house, and I tried to watch it downstairs whilst on treadmill, and basically Netflix gave me a your shit's out of date. So I guess having like interactive software on your streaming site is a bit of a blockage for like various technology that might not align properly. So
Yeah.
But I didn't have any problems on the other Roku. So it was something I was not expecting, because honestly I feel like I watched it down there when it came out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's something that probably should have changed very much.
Yeah.
And yet it did, because everything kind of sucks.
Because in shitification.
Yeah.
So, I kind of procrastinated because I was like, I don't know how long this is going to take. And I actually wanted to try to go through as much of it as possible. But I didn't realize like how long ago this game thing came out, because it came out like in, I want to say 2018, 20 fucking 18. God damn. So Colin before he was Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
So but I'm blanking on where I was going with that. But how many did you try to go through and get like more endings? Like what endings did you get?
Yeah, I think I got all the endings.
Okay, because
just based on from what I looked up after the fact.
To my knowledge, there are 3 basic endings / storylines, sort of.
Yeah, and then a couple that are kind of variations.
Yeah.
On the others, I think.
Yeah. Or at least kind of, ooh, you gonna die.
Get off.
They're also pretty dumb if you just fly.
Oh, yeah.
They've only got so many.
Try to remember that I can fly.
Do a barrel roll. But
a jetpack.
There's the are you Netflix, are you the symbol, or are you the PACS?
Yeah.
So, and where did the other fucking Mamba go?
They lead to various versions of the dead in jail.
Yes.
Or the crazier endings.
Yeah, he gets the mental health care option of imprisonment.
Yeah. Which I did like the crazy meta Netflix options.
Yeah, did you, oh god, I guess the one where it went to, he was on the set of filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's if you try and jump out the window.
Yeah. Which I think I did everything as far as like all the different like choices, because I tried to see if changing the music you select for purchasing in the music store like change anything, but it didn't.
Yeah, it looks like it only changes the actual music that plays.
Which, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
But again, there's definitely some stuff in there about the illusion of choice.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's basically the big reason that I wanted to watch this was of Ready Player One. Mm-hmm. Because Ready Player One definitely goes into some of those really old RPG style games.
Yeah.
But also, it's a story that is a game. Like it actually is a game with an ending. But unlike Ready Player One, I actually kind of cared about the characters, like the main character. You know, there were times that I felt bad that I was torturing him.
Which, again, I think is part of the point.
Which, yeah.
The point when you're given like two bad options, and I'm like, I don't really want to pick either one.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when he resists picking one of the bad options, you are forced to choose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. So it is a separate experience, and honestly, like, I do think it's funny that Jess gave no shits about this whatsoever. Like, I think she tried to kind of pay attention, and she was like, I do not fucking care about this.
Oh.
And her answer was that she hated Choose Your Own Adventures, like, reading them. And honestly, I didn't like them either.
Yeah, I always did.
Okay.
Although they really are just kind of pick all the wrong options until you pick the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really only one path, and a whole bunch of rocks fall, you die.
Or you get airlocked or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I read some sort of like sci-fi one, and I seem to remember I went out the airlock and then bad things
Actually,
happened.
sounds really familiar. Yeah. Wonder if that was the space vampires one.
Space vampires. The stuff with, like, also there were a lot of Easter eggs.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't jump out and say, I'm an Easter egg, I'm an Easter egg.
Yeah, no, there were little things, and not just like references to other Black Mirror stuff. There's like Cullen's big Ubik poster.
Yes, that took me a long time to see that, consider, you know, and then that's actually one of my more favorite Philip K. Dick stories.
Yeah.
Which I was going to ask Jerome K. Davies? J. Davies?
It was like Jerome F. Davies, I
Jerome
think.
F. Davies.
Yeah.
That's Philip K. Dick,
Yeah.
right?
Clearly, yeah.
Okay.
Philip K. Dick.
Yes.
And maybe some William Burroughs in there.
Okay. Yeah, because of the
people who murdered their wives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a William Tell accident.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely Philip K. Dick, especially all the alternate realities and going insane.
Yes. The some light schizophrenia.
There's some light schizophrenia.
Yeah. The stuff with, like, the demon, the was that like a reference to anything, or is it just like some random satanic panic or Illuminati or whatever?
Yeah, not that I'm entirely aware of, so I don't know. I don't know if it was referencing something specific or not.
Or just kind of like this grab bag of conspiracies, because I did like that you had the demon packs, but then you had, like, adding S to, like, Pax Man. And then it's like the whatever. What did that stand for?
Program and control.
Program and control
system.
Yeah. Like, I did like that, which gets into, like, I mean, oh God, what was it? The LSD, the CIA LSD.
Right.
The wormwood stuff.
MK Ultra.
Ultra, yeah.
It ties in with him talking about when he shows up with the game, and he's added this whole government conspiracy track to the game.
Yeah.
That he adds after his conversation with Colin. Colin tells him the government is putting drugs in your food.
When Colin goes just full on like banana pants.
Yeah, and then possibly disappears into another reality.
All right. Lotus another.
Because if he jumps off the balcony, then like when it goes back through, he's just disappeared. Like nobody knows where he is.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you go back through and choose again, Colin will say back again. There will be like little hints, a little bit of a variation to keep focus for the the scene that you literally just watched 5 to 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Which that's clever. It's good to keep engagement.
It's true.
I'm glad my Netflix subscription is going to some quality craftsmanship. And not just, I don't know, to pay the fucking executives too much money or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope that...
At least try to make art.
I hope some of that went to residual checks for the people actually in it.
All right. There is like one of the, I guess, paradoxically, one of the happier endings. You can get really early. Stop shooting me. If you, just accept the deal to work there in the studio, to work on the game, and then the game comes out and it sucks.
Yeah.
And that's the end.
That more pain has to occur to get more stars.
Yeah.
For the guy rating it at the end.
God damn. Yeah. The better the game does, the worse the outcome is for the main guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will stand up when all the Nazis leave. I'm in the poopy water. I guess the Nazis aren't leaving.
Fucking Nazis.
I'm gonna try to get up.
I can get you up. In a minute.
Let's see. Okay. Is it the... Oh, God. Whatever metabolism?
Well, it's a mutation.
How does mutation work? Does it make me better?
Yeah, it gives you increased damage, chance to hit, endurance, recovery, and attack speed for 90 seconds. But then I guess after that, you become severely weakened.
Well, currently I'm face down in shit water.
You are maximally weakened.
I am.
So severely weakened sounds like an improvement.
I'm holding my breath in shit water currently, so I'll take the improvement right now.
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
Ooh. Myself some juice. How close do I have to be? I'll rise with the power of radiation.
All right, I'm going in.
All right.
Well, there was a level in that Nazi. Oh God, I have XP debt now to match my student loan debt. Oh, at least I can get out of this debt.
That's true. Fairly easily, unlike student loan debt.
God. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that right now. On to the nicer topic of driving a fictional entity slowly insane in a video game. Where the hell are we going? Okay, over here.
I'm just filling map this way. There's nothing over here.
There seems to be a clan rally in here.
I'm gonna prove that. All right, just the guys in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. Photon torpedoes.
I need a snipe. There we go. That guy's dead.
Nuke from orbit.
I'm a little distracted every now and then. It's largely because there's a dog barking. And it's not my dog. It is a neighbor's dog that is just constantly fucking barking.
Oh.
Yeah. Whenever our neighbors leave, it's just bark, 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 bark over and over again. So, fortunately, no one can hear it but me. So that's wonderful. So,
yeah,
on
great.
the topic of slowly maddening, this is method streaming.
Slowly going insane.
Like, Jess heard it a couple days ago over the weekend, and she was like, this fucking dog, it won't shut up. And I said, I hear it all day, every day. And she's like, oh. So, yeah, whenever they leave, it barks. But anyway, I'm not entirely sure, like, what else to say about Bandersnatch other than I think it's worth a watch. Like, I would recommend it just to have that kind of experience with something that is, I guess it is experimental storytelling, because it is very unconventional.
Yeah.
So I don't know of another thing. I have no idea how fucking expensive it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know it took a while to make.
Yeah.
Because it was originally going to be part of season 5.
Okay.
But it took a long time to make, and it was part of the reason season 5 was delayed.
Okay.
So there was just a lot of stuff they had to hammer out.
Yeah.
About how exactly it would work.
Just kicked me out of the air like I was a fucking orange soccer ball.
Wrong way. Nope, he shot me in the neck.
I should have said, goal! All right, I'm going to the hospital and level. Fuck me.
He's down in the poop.
I need respites. Hello, nurse. Nurse speaking. Sell all this bullshit. I'm fighting the urge to immediately talk about Ready Player One.
The hard urge to fight.
Yeah. I finished Ready Player One.
Oh, okay.
So it is...
So now you know the entire story.
I know the entire story. So...
And all its glory.
So if there's anything else that you want to say on Bandersnatch before I load my epic diss track.
No, let's forge ahead. We can forge ahead.
Let me level real quick. Okay. All right. My like one thing I want to say, just because I want to make sure that I say this, because I feel like this is the biggest whiplash in quality and like type of book I'm reading. I just want to, like, anybody in the now or the future, if you read Ready Player One, I want you to tell me the next book that you are reading because I am indeed reading The Shock Doctrine by Naomi Klein, which is a completely and utterly different kind of book.
It's the palate cleanser.
Yes, the palate cleanser. It is so much more engaging for me.
Oh,
So yeah,
not too surprised.
yeah, but yeah, that is a tangent. But I joked about how I was going to do that, and I did it, and I do recommend that book to it's a good understanding of like what is going on right now. But that is a tangent. Okay, Ready Player One. I think the snippet that I want to talk about is the ending. The ending, maybe the point of the book, and I want you to tell me if you think Ernest Cline is a libertarian or not.
Oh, okay.
Because and I don't know if it's just living in America with like we love rich people, or if he actually is got like some libertarian tendencies. So, and I don't know. I don't know. Fuck. Where you at, dog?
Oh, I'm just down your spine on Nazis.
They're on a watch list.
Eyeing them
menacingly. Okay. Well, I'm gonna point my finger at this guy, and then let's give him
some rads.
Yeah. How did that miss? Okay, so there is an epic battle for the Oasis, the Matrix, the I don't know, WoW plus one. It's WoW.
Yeah.
And
it's basically just it's just an MMO, really.
It's a pay to win MMO. It's the game of life, and
your average Korean MMO.
So
pay to win.
The little boy that we were following gets the golden ticket, and he gets to be a god in a video game at the very end when Elminster shows up, and he gives him that is basically what happened. Like Bill Gates, D&D character shows up and says, "You get the keys to the kingdom."
Yeah.
And that's it. And he
and that's it.
That's it. And then he becomes God in a video game. And yep. I don't know what the point of the story is other than, some debate lord atheist reinvents God in a video game. Touch grass, maybe.
Yeah, we get some really kind of pat stuff about like it's the real world that matters, but
yes,
but not in any way that feels authentic or reinforced by what happens in the story and in the text. I'll tell you, near the end, as we kind of neared the end of the book, did you get the sense that Klein was kind of panic checking some diversity boxes? That like somebody at some point was like, "Hey, Ernest, can't help but notice that your book is really, really white male. Maybe you should, do something."
I didn't think that, like as a suggestion that needed to be. I don't know, but I did get to thinking today about how only Wade is a character, and everybody else is just a companion, to the point where
They're NPCs. Yeah.
They are NPCs, and he has romanced one of them.
Yeah.
In just kind of, I don't know, a creepy, kind of creepy thing.
He romanced the ugly one.
Yeah,
The hideously ugly woman.
The woman who has I don't know, a small blemish on her face. I don't know. They don't really talk it's so many words are scrambling to get
But
out of my
otherwise,
mouth.
she looks exactly like her avatar.
Which is hot, except for she has a facial birthmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a birthmark on her face.
And that's it. Now, I mean, none of these people are written like real people, so I can criticize this, and I can look at it like, no matter how conventionally attractive, whoever you're into is, they're still a human, and they can hate the way they look, or they can hate some aspect about how they look. But so people have issues, and we live in a society, and it's rough out there on the ladies.
Society, man.
Yeah, and not to get too bullshit deep, but still.
Yeah, which would all be fine and good again if you had proper characterization and things that made the characters interesting. Otherwise, it really just feels like a way to turn her into like a damaged bird.
the pixie dream girl
that he can love despite her imperfections, right? Because he sees the real her, And it all came off as pretty gross to me.
And hi chat. And on that note, it would have been more interesting if she turned out to be the thick black girl.
Well, right.
But I really, oh God, H.
Yeah,
we're going through H to get to B for billionaire and L for libertarian, because I do because while we're talking about characters, okay, like obviously from the get-go, H was like black coded.
Yeah.
Because they talk like Jazz from the Transformers.
It is very
Michael
much
Bay movie, and
very much sheltered white man's idea of how black people talk.
Yeah, and
because open question if he has ever actually spoken to a black person or not.
It is my understanding that if she was a black nerd, she would talk about way more anime than she did in the book.
From my experience.
Yes. Like, they did not bring up anime or Geordie from Next Generation at all.
Not enough talk about Dragon Ball Z, that's for sure.
Yes, so, all right. So when they meet in real life, they're in dead silence, and every time there's a conversation that needs to be had, there's so much. And then we went here. Let me tell you about what giant robot I picked from the selection, and I wonder what giant robot pick Artemis picked. And like, so much giant robot talk in this fucking book, when it should have been talking about, like, I don't know, thoughts and feelings, and, well, how do I feel like, or, you know, let me center this character, like one of the 3 people of color in this book, and the 66% of the people of color that make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that aren't sacrificed for the plot.
And this is the part that really reminds me of oh shit, twin vipers.
Striking Vipers.
Striking Vipers. Okay, that should be the homework for next week.
Okay.
What do you think? Because it is totally what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for those of you who gives a shit, your homework for next week is to watch Black Mirror Striking Vipers, if I'm even getting that right.
I'm 90% certain that's what it is.
It's if you see totally not Chun-Li and totally not Ryu fighting in the first 5 minutes, you're in the right episode. So they don't do anything interesting with H being a thick black lesbian in the real world and walking around as a white dude in the virtual space, and they just don't do anything interesting with it, and everything is from Wade's perspective, to the point when they're talking and like Wade takes everything from his perspective, like how everything makes him feel about his best friend. Like, I've been lied to the entire time. I thought I was talking to a guy, and I was really talking to a girl. And it's just so, it's so white. Hashtag dude so white.
Oh yeah.
And so like just clueless. And
yeah. And that's why to me it felt like he was emergency breaking the glass on some non-white representation, because it's kind of like he got like a 3-for-1. You know, he got a gay woman of color into his book at like the 11th hour, but even still, she only really exists
she's only
for
black
benefit
in certain aspects.
Yeah. And it's only there as part of Wade's personal journey.
Yeah. And about how he feels about it.
Yeah, how he feels about it. But she's got no arc.
It's like, you know, dude, this is about her. And they never address like the possibility of them possibly being trans. It's all about like her mom telling her, you need to present as a white dude, because he's citing, you know, some psychology studies that he learned about in college about how white sounding names get hired for jobs or get, you know, calls and so forth, which, you know, hey, it's a real thing, but none of this really gets investigated. Only how Wade feels about this, not about the experience of this character, who may or may not identify as, I don't know, non-binary or a trans man or whatever. I mean,
spoiler for book 2, by the way.
Do what?
Spoiler for book 2, by the way.
Does it not get addressed at all?
H becomes trans. H is transgender in book 2.
Okay. All right.
So he actually he scores a full house.
Okay. So
that one character.
Okay. So H is holding up the diversity section of Ready Player One.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All by herself.
Okay. Or his
is it his?
It would be yeah. They can do a lot of work if you're not.
Yeah.
They can do a lot of work. That's why the right hates they them pronouns.
Riggered.
Oh God. So it's so.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing that people outside of the straight white male demographic love more than having straight white men center themselves in conversations about about what's going on in their lives.
About other people's sexual orientation and gender identity and bodily
race and
choices.
etc. Yeah. Nothing more fun than having to take time out to explore the white boy's feelings.
The one feeling of desire is, I don't know, girl pretty want. And he gets the girl at the end like she's fucking Princess Peach.
Yep. And he gets the woman as a prize.
Yep. So.
Because that is fundamentally her function in the plot. This should be a reward for our hero.
Like, he doesn't even meet her until the very end. Like,
Very
in the
end.
flesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's totally creepy about how he wants to spend the rest of his life with her.
Yep.
I'm like, dude.
Yep, starts love bombing her.
Like, dude. Chill. Go on a date.
Some of this, this comes back in book 2 in maybe the worst way possible.
Okay. Well, I want to get through book 1 first.
Oh,
so
for sure.
I want to circle back because I do want to because bringing it up, I want to come back around. Like, what was before I forget? You mentioned something about like atheism showed up and it irritated you, like Reddit atheism.
Yeah, it's very early in the book when there's a little author tract there about how basically God doesn't exist and people who believe that he does are dumb because they believe in a magic man who lives in the sky, kind of thing. You know, it's pretty much textbook Reddit atheism.
Okay, yeah. All right. And I wanted to bring that up because, like, Wade basically becomes Superman / Elminster / gets the Thanos or the Infinity Gauntlet and becomes the God King of the Oasis, and which it's like, wow, you in current year argument or whenever this came out that we just have the God King of the Oasis, like,
yeah,
which
accountable to no one,
somebody who owns, and we have a good one, so don't worry.
Yes.
And it's just between like the Rush stuff, which is my understanding that one of them was like is a libertarian or some libertarianness came.
Neilpert was for a while.
Okay, because it's a phase.
From what I understand, yeah, he grew out of it.
Okay.
As he often do.
Yes.
Where he ended up, I don't know for sure.
Okay.
But he's dead now.
Oh, he's passed?
Yeah, he died a few years ago.
I don't know shit about Rush. I am not a Rush fan.
I never cared for Rush.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't hate him. You know, it's not like I hear him on the radio and go, ugh. But it's just kind of like, eh.
All right, I'm ejecting. So between that and like, I mean, basically just the ending of the book where he becomes Neo and he just owns everything, and it's by his charity he is going to share this with the other people that helped him, And to the point where he's getting ready to go through the last gate. And he's like, hey, you all have helped, or no, he's basically like, before I go in there, if I get the egg and win the game, I'm gonna share it with you all. And he offers it up as an agreement to have his friends help him. Not that his friends were just going to help him because they care about him and, you know, they've all got their back. They've got each other's back, or, you know, they have genuine affection for each other. No, they have to think of it in objectivity terms, and Randian terms.
Yeah, it's got to be transactional.
It's so fucking transactional to the point where the Artemis says something to the effect of like, "Can we get this? I don't think we have time to get this in writing." And,
oh yeah,
and he does a live, like he does a live stream of him saying or whatever, looking at the camera and saying, there's this paragraph of saying how I'm going to split this 4 ways. And then after that, she says, "Oh, I was joking." And I'm thinking, no, he fucking wasn't. Like, no, the author was not joking, because this is so pull you up by your own bootstraps. Self-made man, self-made billionaire, like propagandistic bullshit. And yeah, like, you may think you're joking, but everything else together points to, well, I'd be a benevolent billionaire.
Yeah, it'd be a good one.
I'd be one of the good ones,
not like the bad ones.
Yes,
and that's all we need.
Mm-hmm.
We just need benevolent overlords.
Yes, we just need
living in the castles above us.
We need good kings.
Yeah.
So this book has just reinvented the monarchy, or, you know, the feudal lord, the nobility, the noble through the meritocracy, and I fucking hates it. All right, I'm going to the bank because I'm going to redistribute wealth to myself, and then I'll be a benevolent overlord.
Well, I'm a phantom cosmonaut, so redistribution of wealth sounds all right to me.
So it's...
Yeah, it does. And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to find that he has some libertarian leanings. But I generally find a lot of the stuff that happens in the book to be just kind of generally depressingly liberal.
Yeah.
And even down to the idea of, no, we don't need no fabulously rich people that control aspects of our lives. We just need better ones.
Yes. It's because someone got greedy, not that the system generates greed and generates,
not that it creates its own fail state.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the system. It's, you know, we didn't
fine. It's bad actors in the system.
Yes,
just like anything else, like the police.
Yes,
right.
Just bad apples.
The system itself does not need to change. It just needs to be tweaked.
All right, I do need some hit points. Do you have any hit points in you?
I do.
Oh no.
Maybe.
I'd rather not, like, you know, two godly entities that sling energy bolts from their hands. I don't want us to get
beat up by random cops.
Yeah, I don't want to get beat up by nightsticks.
It's a little embarrassing.
I was so pleased that I finished that fucking book, though.
Like a weight off your shoulder. Right?
Oh, God. It's like I really just want to read about disaster capitalism. I want to read about the things that brought about the hellscape of Ready Player One.
We're currently living in, right?
Yeah, so
To the point where, well, I don't know. There were so many things that were just kind of casually dropped in the book as kind of sort of half-assed world-building elements that I'm just like, oh, I would rather hear more about this. Like when he talks about how there are like gangs of wasteland bandits
and debtor's prison. He goes through debtor's prison.
Yeah, he goes to fucking debtor's prison.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's an entire book in there somewhere.
Tell me about that.
Some of those concepts, but then he just uses his supercomputer hacking powers.
He just hacks the banking droid or whatever.
He slices the hut banking droids.
Oh, God.
Because he became an expert computer hacker while he was in his goon cave. Between marathon gooning sessions, he learned how to become an expert computer hacker.
I'm all in favor, to have characters who are competent at what they do, but Wade is more than a little bit of a Mary Sue, and he's a fucking moron.
Yes. He's insufferable, he's annoying. He's immature and doesn't really grow into anything or out of anything. I don't want to keep talking about the second book, but ooh.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
In terms of him as a character, big oof.
But like something that really bothers me is there's this kind of, this is pretty basic. I don't put words on a page and get paid for it, but it is my understanding that you need to like the characters, and if it's that kind of story, that you need to care about right. their well-being, and they need to interact in a way that where you buy that they like being around each other. I think that's what they call friends are.
I believe that they're actually friends.
Yes, or a love interest, or whatever. And,
whatever.
And yeah. I'm going to make this pledge that if I ever find out that an evil corporation is looking into killing or kidnapping you personally, I'll warn you.
I would really appreciate that.
Okay. All right.
I will make you the same promise.
Okay.
But can we get that in writing? Can you post a video? Oh God, she just stabbed me.
Oh God.
With her antler powers.
I will warn you if the secret police are after you, Squid. All right, I'm going to run them away so you can maybe get up.
All right, I'm going to get up.
I'd like to think if I had that I knew that someone's quite literally in, as being a former psychologist, you have to you have a duty to warn.
Right.
Like that there's this kind of if you realize that someone is in danger, that you have to say, that there's there's a possible danger that someone is to you. You have to warn people. It's kind of like this basic thing, like no shit. Oh, I made a mistake. I
I got up, went out of the room, arrested. She ran all the way back here
Oh, I'm a big target.
and
All right.
whacked me while I was
All
resting.
right, I'm going to jail. Oh no, I did everything right, and they still put me in a jail cell. This is so bad for us. Oh no. Will they show up and kick our ass in prison too?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh, God.
Like, you want some more, huh?
And this person, you know, and all the time in the story, they're talking about, like, I can't stop thinking about Artemis. And he's so hyper focused on her, you know, them boobies that he's not thinking, oh, maybe I should shoot her an email. Yeah, the
corporate assassins.
The corporate, they're sending ninjas after you, lady.
They're rigging things with bombs.
Yeah, they're putting bombs on pizzas and shit, man. I mean, it's coming.
Yeah, nah.
God, I guess I need to turn run on. Okay. Oh, all right, she's here. Oh fuck.
No. Oh God.
Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. All right, can I juggle her? If you can just take, like...
I'm gonna try and take care of the chat.
All right, I'm gonna use the bonk. I'm using the bonk bat. No, the bat did nothing.
Oh.
Well, this is just a meat grinder. Fortunately, they put me in a jail cell that already has been pre-busted out.
Oh God, now more guys are here. Oh, come on.
All right, where's
I
this?
want to live.
Where is this kind of resistance to Elon destroying the federal government? How much money did we steal? Oh, this is... Oh, I'm just on rinse, death, repeat now. I'm in a Tom Cruise movie now.
Well, you know, we can do this all day. We're not trapped in here with them, they're trapped in here with us.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to try to target her with whatever this debuff magic I have is.
There's some radiation sickness.
God damn, I need some accuracy or some shit.
All right, she's down.
She's down? God help me. It's like, God, the bank is insured. Oh God, now the cotton, now the grenadiers are here. Jesus Christ. They're here to send us to debtor's prison.
Bouncing me around.
There we go. Two can bounce. Christ wept.
All right. Well, I guess we still got the money.
Oh God. You tried. I'm stunned.
I'm Sergeant. Oops. Alright, just get juggled.
I apparently need some accuracy or something in this shit. There we go. Have we depleted the Ready Player One? Is there anything else Ready Player One related? We've got to slay that. I feel like I've almost slaying this beast.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else lingering.
I'm sure it's going to come up. Like I still have to go over my 3 pages of notes that I took.
Like I said, demands response.
This is a book that this demands a response. All right, the citizen. You all got to fuck off. Anyway, go ahead.
God. Something that is interesting to note about it is its a critical reevaluation over time. Because when it came out, like, everybody loved it.
Yes.
Like, it got good reviews.
Yeah.
But it's like you read about it now, and it's kind of like, oh no, that book is crummy.
I think that I feel like that it rode the nostalgia high.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, it very much did. It was kind of just a matter of timing.
Yeah, I think it came in at the right time. So yeah, we talked Black Mirror, the Callister last week, and I have not posted that to YouTube yet. I actually posted something about, like, we were talking about who they were going to run. We were talking about how everybody hates Chuck Schumer like 2 weeks ago, and I just like I clipped that, and I think I posted that today. Like there's a bit of a lag time between the live streams and the YouTube. On a completely different topic, I want to tell you about my experience with a bit of bougie eating.
Okay.
Because how do you feel about? Have you ever gone to eat somewhere where you do the cooking?
No. I've been to a place that does that, but we didn't do that when we were there. This Korean barbecue place.
Okay, that might.
That, but we didn't.
Okay. Is it the K-pot?
Yeah, and some other stuff.
Okay, because
Ararang, is that what it's called? I don't know.
Okay.
It's been in town for like 1 million years.
Okay. So
no, I guess.
We did the Korean K-pot for Beth's birthday, and I think I like when I go out to eat, I think I want other people to do the cooking for me because I
feel about it.
I don't know how to cook. I just don't. Like, I'm good at scavenging. Like, I can run a microwave like nobody's business, and I can throw stuff together. I can do bachelor cooking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was one of those things, like, Jess really wanted to do this, and we've just been ejected. You all have been
thrown out.
You took too long doing this mission. You have to. All right. Well, while I'm talking about Korean barbecue, which I don't even know if I really. Yeah, there were some barbecue elements, but it is a barbecue joint.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what I was fucking doing. Like we went with Beth and another couple, another married couple, like friends of hers, and it's just I don't know what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
it's like, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm just kind of putting noodles on white rice and trying not to hurt myself, because there's like a burner right in, because there's a stove at everybody's spot, so they can boil their broth, and I'm thinking, there's no way that we can take the girls here, because they would immediately hurt themselves. Like, particularly my oldest daughter, like, as soon as she hurts herself, like, it's over. Like, it's just going to be a lot of drama and so forth. So I felt like I was rolling initiative with my food, locked in combat, because I'm not, like, I'm used to eating food and carrying on a conversation with someone, but I'm not used to, like, eating, cooking, trying to decide, oh, I'll put this sauce on that. And it was just, so.
A lot of decisions to make.
Yeah.
A lot of brain power to use.
Yeah, so.
I mean, yeah, which is, if it's something you've done, 100 times before, then great. But if you're not familiar with it, then it's just kind of this, it's like using all your brain power, I'd imagine.
It was like the entire, it's like I'm like it's the equivalent of like changing lanes. It was basically like I'm changing lanes right in front of me and trying to figure out like what the fuck I'm doing. And oh God. Jess isn't going to listen to this. There is something that I absolutely hate, is I hate being asked, how's your food? Because I'm not do you hate that?
Yeah, I do.
Is it good? What about right now? Do you like what you're eating right now? Is that good? Is this good? And it just became like this round table of, is that good? Is this good? Are you enjoying this? Are you eating? How much do you hate this? And it's like, there was no way, because I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream, Jess cannot pick up on non-verbal stuff that I try to put out there. Like, if I nudge or squeeze a hand or try to wink or do anything, she's like, what are you trying to say? Like, if there's anything that I'm trying to communicate to her through vibes and so forth, she does not pick up on it whatsoever. So my workaround is to text her.
Okay.
But I cannot dig into my pocket and text someone while I'm cooking.
Yeah, it checks out.
So so I didn't know if you, is this good? Do you like this food? Like, how would you rate it?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, I don't want any of that.
Okay, so that was a bit of my experience. Which, I guess I need to work on my fucking enhancements. Yeah, everything's busted. I need some accuracy. I'm gonna get on the auction for a moment. Also, do you need money with this character?
Oh yeah, I guess I could use some.
How much you need?
I don't know.
All right, I'll give you 5 million.
That sounds good.
Okay, trade. Let us trade. All right. How do I do this? Give infamy. There we go. You accept. All right. There we go. Wonderful.
All right.
wealth redistribution. See if there's any like whatever recipes on here, so I can just buy them and not out level them. So I need enhancements. Also, people like they try to make stuff to get their crafting badges, so they can just. So there's kind of sometimes a glut of kind of like just basic who gives a shit enhancements. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
I need this, and I'm also not looking at the right things. Fuck me. Normal enhancements. No, it's crafted. It's other. There we go. Accuracy. I need a couple of these. All right, I need a couple of these. 2 of them. I'd rather not spend 10,000 on them. Can I get like, I don't know, that? There we go. All right. Like the crafted stuff, you don't out level. So all of your enhancement won't just go dead. So at least you have like a bare like minimum something. So that is useful.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I'm going to get a bunch of damage enhancements delivered to me from Amazon right now. Well, I don't need 10 of them. Actually, I probably do. I'll do with 8. Make offer. Because I really don't want to like deal with having to like re-put in stuff. Like I don't want to have to like re-up my enhancements or whatever. So I just Yeah, I mean, basically, like I did the what is it? I got the badges for like Malfazad, so the enhancement tables. I have stuff in there, but where I need to do that for somebody with the evil corporate team, which I've been meaning to like. I don't know, stream some base building, because I actually tried to do a little bit of internet research to see like how that shit actually works. Like, I just don't like dealing with enhancements.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Jess just doesn't.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, she just doesn't. Like she still doesn't have Eventhorn done. And like I was trying to get her to like let me like kind of like hound her and just, you know, hey, can we get a couple of your powers done and like, you know, just kind of set. So I'm like, because she just procrastinates and doesn't want to like deal with it. And I get that, but at the same time, like she will complain like, why am I dying? I'm the only one dying. And it's like, well, there's like 3 powers you have that you don't have anything in them, so you're not getting any set bonuses or like anything. I need fly speed. Fly speed. A heal. Or like, I don't know. Run and jump. Okay. I'll get a couple more and then we can... Whenever you get square. Flight speed. Pretty... Yes, flight speed. Very cheap. There are 650 of them on sale. Let's see. Can I get one? I'll at least spend 101 infamy. I don't want to... Yeah, I got it. And jump. And what else do wanted? Run starts with an R. There's like 200 of them. I did watch that Masters of Horror. I watched the Screw Fly solution.
Oh, okay.
So because like it was on Amazon, and the first season you gotta like you either pay for it on Amazon or get like a trial subscription with some such like Spheroid or Sphere Hub or some bullshit. Yeah. So it was some bullshit. So but the one that you mentioned was in season 2, and I was like, I'll watch this. I did like it. It makes me want to watch the other ones. It was a feel bad episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what they were saying with it. Some of it was kind of timeless and some of it was kind of dated.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to know, like I feel like the stuff that they added about like gay men also seemed to just be men / cis men that were becoming violent.
Yeah.
But this was 25 years ago, so there was no mention of like trans people, so we don't know if
right.
Yeah. Also, so it did kind of go a little bit into like, I don't know, biological essentialism for gender. So
yeah, one of the same things that kind of sank the Why the Last Man.
Oh dear, I don't. Yeah, I did think of Why the Last Man, which is also another thing that I would like to revisit.
Yeah.
And I have not seen the Hulu series.
Yeah, me either.
Which I want to, because I know why they changed it to North Korea, and I want to look into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, but that is a tale for another time. It also made me think of Crossed.
Oh yeah.
Like it felt like it could have been one of those Crossed stories that happened like 15 minutes before the apocalypse, which for those of you unaware, oh god, how do you explain Crossed? Garth Ennis's zombie / 28 Days Later version, where there is something making people go evil, So I don't. The Joker
it's a disease
on
that makes you evil.
Joker on PCP.
Yeah, like gleefully psychotically evil.
And developing like a kind of like lesions on the face, like really bad acne that kind of makes a cross sign on the face. And it is transmitted, whatever it is, through fluids.
Yeah.
All fluids. And all fluids. It
becomes incredibly relevant.
Yes. It is an adult comic for adults. So it is not for children at all.
It is an adult comic for some adults.
Yes. For adult-like entities.
Yeah. Not at all for me, mom, and Depop.
Do not. Yes, Nanny can't read crossed.
You'll have a stroke.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's Garth Ennis kind of at his most edgelordy.
Oh, it is transgressive.
It's him just taking the brakes off. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that it became a thing, honestly.
Yeah, there was an ongoing series for it. I don't know if it's still going. And of course then there were all the spin-offs and supplementary things. Which most of that stuff was not written by Garth Ennis.
Yeah. But honestly,
there's a lot of other people.
I don't remember who wrote there was a web comic.
Yeah, Wish You Were Here. Yeah.
Wish You Were Here. I couldn't come up with the title. That was I think the best one, honestly.
That was the best.
Yeah, Wish You Were Here. Very good post-apocalyptic stuff. Yeah. It's a feel-bad series.
Yeah, no feel-good stories in the world of Crossed.
Yes. But kind of like how people were acting in that story kind of reminded me of Crossed.
Yeah.
And I don't know I don't know what Garth Ennis's inspirations were for coming up with Crossed.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was in there somewhere.
Okay.
That wouldn't shock me at all. Because it's a pretty famous short story.
I had never heard of it.
It's in the annals of your feel-bad sci-fi short stories.
Okay.
Like, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Okay, yeah. Well, this guy has no hands, but he punch.
How can he punch?
Well, he whipped me with his tentacle. I'm gonna fucking die in a video game.
Yeah, they're just surrounding me and beating me. Flop.
There we go. I'm glad that worked out. Whiff. Don't make me use the bat.
Mutate buckshot.
The homeless are aliens. We need to deport them back to their dimension of origin.
Nothing to be concerned about.
I'm going to take this one guy out. Baby. Am I going to do this? Probably not. Oh, if I can just keep him juggled. Oh, come on. Blah. He made me have a stroke in a video game. He's almost dead. Well, fuck that guy. I'm getting up. Oh, I should buy the thing. I need to at the thing at the place, the pay to win vendor. I need to get that power on this guy to where I can just the self-res.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a million. I don't know if you read that Alan Moore did a Crossed story.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I never read it.
I actually didn't like it. I'm gonna rest real quick.
I'm gonna try and kill this guy. Oh, there he goes.
All right, Squid is asking for your in-game email. I'm betting I know what he wants to do.
Oh, ever mind.
Yeah. What is your global? Wait. Is it Pouchmaster?
Oh yeah. Oh, I have an email. No, he found it. He gave me much money.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That is indeed true wealth redistribution.
Thank you. Thank you for funding this shit show in a video game.
And with the subject "Elon Musk sucks," which highly approved.
Yes.
I like the Squid is like, you suck at this. I'm going to give you some money, which I very much appreciate.
Yes.
Because I do not deny it.
There's a lot of. There's a surprising amount of like prep work in this game, I think sometimes.
It's true. And I'm kind of constitutionally lazy about stuff.
And things. I don't like doing character upkeep until they hit 50. I'm eepy. I'm a big orange boy eeping in the sky. I so eepy.
You just have a little sleep. Your mind bullets away from me.
There we go. Before I forget about this is so I don't want to say random, but it is something that has been going through my head because it came up at dinner. Beth knows how to revoke a response in me, and she brought up Bill Gates, and I was like, fuck that guy and tax him until he's but a mere millionaire.
Yeah.
And
tax him until he's just rich.
Not obscenely rich. And somehow the topic of Dolly Parton came up.
Oh.
Jess has an affection for Dolly Parton. She doesn't know her personally, but some people like famous people. Like,
yeah,
and I get that because I'm sure there's I know that there are certain people that I would be like, hey, I'd like to hang out with them or at least ask them a question or two or something like that. But there's so many bad people that I like their art.
Yeah.
Like from a young age, I knew that H.P. Lovecraft was problematic. And so HP racist to the point of actual mental illness. So but so Dolly Parton, and we kind of talked about is she a billionaire? And I looked it up. She's not a billionaire. She's only halfway to being a billionaire. So she's got $650 million, which, as far as I'm concerned, that's still a lot. But at the same time, I don't know how old Dolly Parton is, but she's been doing this for like since before I was alive. So
I mean, yeah, her entire adult life. Yeah, and she's 70 something for sure.
Yeah, she's got to be somewhere between 70 and 80 years of age, or I don't know. Maybe she's actually over 80. I don't know, but
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because she's rich and she doesn't look her age.
Yeah, one of the benefits of being very rich
is that you can cheat death.
to a degree.
But like, the topic of like, so basically when somebody said I thought that she's a billionaire, it became like, oh, she's the good one. And I am like, no. No billionaires.
No billionaires.
Yeah,
except none of them.
And somebody mentioned that she has some sort of like giving away, like I didn't know about this. Like apparently she is giving away like literally millions of books.
Yeah, she has a huge free book program.
Yeah.
For children's books.
Yeah.
That she's done for a long time.
That's great.
Yeah.
But do not give into the siren call of philanthropic patronage. Like don't
think that this is the only way that we can have free books for the children.
How about free college for your kid?
Well, hold up. Free college? Crazy.
So it was, so I didn't want to go hard. I didn't want to go hard at this guy. So it was just kind of like, well, my son got a free book from Dolly Parton, and I just like, ah.
That's nice.
So that's so fun. That's so nice. I don't want to be that guy while I'm attempting to cook my meats in a bowl myself and not hurting myself. So, and it did remind me of the Ready Player One. The is there just nothing rich people can't do?
Yeah.
And they earned it, so they deserve it. Not to say that, I guess Dolly Parton, I'm glad that she has been compensated for her work. I'm glad.
Right. Yeah.
But
she's been working for a long time.
She's been
took her
working.
money and turned into more money.
Yeah. There's a point where your money just makes money.
Yeah.
And
she's still getting paid for stuff she did decades ago.
Yeah,
so.
and good for her. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody at that table know Dolly Parton personally.
Right.
So do not fall for the trap of the good ones. Honestly, regardless of the context.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, hey.
Elon Musk was a good one for a while.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't, but that's how people talked about him.
Yeah, he made electric cars, but he didn't make his money.
Rockets, but,
he made his money for selling carbon credits.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, there's a thing up here glowing somewhere. Oh, I'm going to die.
Oh, shit.
There it is. Somebody just put a safe in this. Uh-oh. All right. Squid has commentary on Dolly. Also got in trouble with a certain group a while back when I said Jesus taught to love everyone. And this one in regards to LGBTQ. Yeah, it's my understanding that she's been good on on LGBTQ issues, which does go into the she's one of the good ones, which
also that's a not unsizable portion of her fan base.
What?
Gay people.
Really?
Huh?
I don't.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like the Cher phenomenon.
Oh, well, I knew about Cher being a hit with the gays, but I didn't know about Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Dolly is too.
Oh, so her support, so she's been audience captured.
I mean, yeah, not to say it's not legitimate, but I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
I mean, people don't like bringing up politics, and they try to they try to stay neutral on a moving train, and it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Or at least in my opinion. Man, fuck that guy.
Goodbye.
Oh, the drag queens. Okay. I would imagine that, like, people dressing up like, I don't know, Cher or Dolly Parton, yeah, that would be big with the drag queen crowd. Which I forget about, like, the whole RuPaul's Drag Race being a thing, because I don't watch reality television. Not to yuck anybody's yum, but, hey. Oh, I've leveled. I should go do that.
Always a good idea.
Yes. All right, here we go. I've got too many flies on. I get a new power. I really should probably take something that will keep me alive. Mind over body. This is a toggle. Resistance. Maybe I should do this. When you toggle this power on, it grants protection against sleep, disorient, fear, immobilize, confusion, repel, knockback, and hold effects. I kind of feel like I need this right now because I'm getting eeped.
Sounds like a good idea.
Not to say that I'm not going to get the other ones, but need to. Like, I try to put people in, like, famous people, like, so-and-so has good politics. Like, or whatever. That's kind of in later Squid. Like, they have, politics that I agree with, or they have good politics, or so-and-so is good on this, bad on this, or I can agree with them on that. I mean, similar to, honestly, to politicians, too.
Yeah.
Or people that I follow online. Like, there's some people I follow online or are familiar with online, and I'm like, I agree with them on this, but I really don't agree with them on these other things, too.
Yeah.
What do I put in here? Defense. Reduced endurance, recharge speed, enhanced defense. This isn't in psychic defense. Could have used that versus the alien homeless population. Give me a defense. That is a defense buff. I'll just use that then. Thanks, game. Thanks for providing.
Very kind.
You can put that in there? Why not? Because defense is not allowed. Or... Oh, because I'm not magic. I'm not a magic or mutation guy. That's why.
Oh.
Just basic things that I just don't know about my character.
It's fine.
It's fine. Like, whatever. Probably do April Fool. Like, I'm not doing April Fools right now. Is it only... I think... I don't know... I got a bat for April Fools, but I don't know what they're doing. If it's like the whole month or half the month or whatever, I have no idea what they're doing. I'll have to look that up because they didn't have anything on the like the launcher.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah. Where? That's resist damage. Defense. 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 Dear God. That works. So now the mind bullets hopefully won't be as bad. All right, where? Get the microchip. What if that is made by a famous person that I like? I don't want to do a mean thing to them.
God forbid.
Oh, I want to get such, like, I'm waiting for someone to come defend Dolly Parton. How she deserves to be a billionaire.
It's my grandmother you're talking about.
That is the only thing I will accept. Dolly Parton is my fucking grandmother. That's my inheritance you're talking about.
Which, you know, it's fair.
I mean, I get that. Whiff. Is my miss chance just all the way up or something? I feel like... Are we just super...
snipe more often than I would like.
There we go. Are we going to make it? No. Dear God, I'm going to die. No, there we go. I needed nap time. Like, something came up at dinner that like, as a group, like individually, you have like good white people because there are good and bad people of all colors and creeds and so forth. But in this country, the people who make the trouble look like us.
Yes.
So it's like, as a group, you could say, from the perspective of people who aren't white people are scary.
Which
And
I totally get.
yeah, I get that. Like, and also, you know, I'm a dude. I'm a cis dude. Cis dudes or white dudes, they're scary. I consider myself to be one of the good ones. But, you know, you can ask any woman that they have some metric in their head for you know, evaluating if this guy is one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Or, you know, whatever, you know, can I trust this guy? Is this guy going to, you know, chop my head off and bury me in the rose garden, or at least threaten to do that?
Yeah. And then on top of that, is he just pretending to be one of the good ones?
Yeah.
Because that is a thing.
Am I going to end up in his torture dungeon? Actual things that have to be considered by the single ladies.
You know, or even just the simple, is he going to turn out to be a controlling asshole?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he respect me? Does he think of me as a human being?
Am I a fully functioning human with wants and desires?
Yeah. Am I an actual person?
Yeah.
In their view.
And not just an angel on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Because somebody can be pulled off that pedestal pretty quick. And pretty violently.
Oh, yeah.
So.
The greater the height, the harder the fall.
Yeah. Oh, dear God.
Where do orcs come from?
From below.
Oh, I don't need that.
Oh, miss. Miss me with that shit. Alright. I will help you in your target as long as I get it in writing that you will share in the winnings.
I'll post it to the interwebs.
Okay.
That I promise.
Okay. And also, like, you know, I feel like every you know, white ladies, you kind of have to, like, as a whole, the whole concept of, like, white feminism as a thing is, you know, hey, the reproductive rights and equal pay and all of that only go to, you know, to certain people or certain genetic backgrounds, so to speak. You know, your TERFs, your trans exclusionary radical feminists.
Yeah. So there's a lot of baggage in white European culture.
Yeah.
On a variety of subjects. Baggage that I don't know why anybody would willingly carry around, but they do.
For the sake of Western culture, they must carry it.
To just willingly choose to be some kind of slave of the past. Of people who knew very little about how the actual world is. People who may or may not have known that the Earth revolves around the sun.
Heresy.
People from a time when the only way to have light indoors was to set something on fire. And when the fastest way to travel on land was on the back of a horse.
Well, I've just gone off on my own separate adventure. I'm going to try to catch up with you.
Oh, I'm here with you. Okay. I'm behind you.
All right. I thought I heard a glowy.
Hmm.
Here they are. How dare they have their own jetpacks?
Eating.
All right, that guy. Fuck that guy.
Give him radiation poisoning.
I should be careful. The last time I brought up white women, I got fussed at by chat.
No. Some of your green back.
Thank you. All right. Pew, pew, pew. Well, I guess to the lull in conversation, what have you been watching? Other than Bandersnatch.
Oh yeah, other than that. We've been watching, God, where have we been watching? I'm not sure. We've been watching this old British show from the 70s called Thriller. And it's just an anthology series of mostly kind of mystery stories. They do have some kind of supernatural, kind of horror-y ones. But they're mostly kind of murder mysteries, and they all typically have some kind of twist thing to them. But they're pretty neat, just even as kind of a time capsule of 1970s Britain.
Okay.
But yeah, we're enjoying that. I think there were 3 seasons of it. Some of them aired in the United States back when networks would do like a, Saturday night mystery movie kind of thing.
Back before the seas drank Atlantis.
I mean, pretty much. But I think it's where Columbo originally came from.
Oh. My knee-jerk reaction is, how much, oh dear God, have you encountered from the 70s? Like,
Oh, they're
like how much rampant sexism and homophobia have you encountered, and possible racisms?
yeah, it's, well, I mean, not really a whole lot of racism because everyone's extremely white.
I mean, racism against the Irish and Welshers, whatever.
But it is kind of, I mean, like a lot of things in that time period, it's hit or miss in its gender politics. Like, there are definitely a couple of episodes where it's just really frustrating how a female character will be like so helpless, and it's just like demonstrate some agency, or she'll be very much taking orders or commands from the men.
Oh shit!
In the story.
On that note, I haven't finished Possession, but there's a part in Possession where the school teacher comes in and Sam Neill just has her get his kid out of the tub.
Oh. Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So not quite the 70s, but it's like 1980 or 1984 or something like that. It's just kind of amazing. Yeah, just on that note. Also, I do think that particular movie was saying something about something. There's
Oh yeah.
like the casting of that character.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've gotten farther along in that movie. I don't know where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
I've got like 30.
Oh yeah.
I've got like 30 minutes left in it, and I'm just like,
Okay. There's still probably no way to guess.
Oh, I don't know, because the thing that with the private detective that follows the wife to her apartment, and what events that unfold once in the apartment, I couldn't. I just don't want to spoil anything, because no one would believe. Like it's.
They think you are making it up.
Yeah. It's. I don't want to spoil anything. So, but anyway, so this show that you're watching are all the ladies just recoiling in terror and like just completely unable to open pickle jars.
There is a lot of that, but not always. There's actually a really good episode with Helen Mirren.
Okay.
In it. It was pretty neat and had a pretty neat twist, and she gets to be a character who has quite a lot of agency in the plot of the episode. But there is a little bit of that kind of, women are kind of sort of either not entirely helpless, but imperiled.
Okay.
They're imperiled, or they're some shade of a femme fatale.
Okay. So they're either constantly getting into trouble, or sex demons.
Yeah. And it again kind of depends on the episode, and probably depends on who's writing.
Yeah.
Because some episodes are better than others.
Yeah.
But we watched one recently, and it's about this. She's a fashion model, and she's getting these threatening phone calls from somebody. And of course, the mystery is, who's making these threatening phone calls. And she's the only woman in the entire episode. Doesn't seem to know any other women or have any female friends, despite, being a working and apparently famous fashion model. So it's just kind of this series of various men coming in and out of her life, causing her trouble and telling her how to solve the problems that she's having.
Okay.
With little degrees of success. But Shannon in particular found that really frustrating. She's like, why are you just letting these men tell you what to do? You're in your own house.
Ooh, that's...
You live on your own.
It's like the...
You've got a career.
And also... Well, I mean...
Why don't you know any women?
It's so bad because possibly they just got that in the year of our Lord when that was filmed. Like
I mean, right?
Yeah, that the mortgage is in her name, that she can open up credit in her own name and not have like the property, the property owner, the husband.
Can be a single woman living alone without the assumption that she is a prostitute.
That's making the world better again. That's what. Rolling back to the 1950s or whatever. Yeah.
Stupid ages. Well, I shouldn't say that because clearly we are still in the stupid ages.
Oh, we're just getting dumber, yo.
So,
I wish we were in Idiocracy.
We're just getting dumber.
It is my understanding that in Idiocracy they did want help from smart people.
That's at the very least President Camacho understood the problem, and he sought a solution to the problem by consulting an expert.
I mean, we're not there now. Like we
are not there.
We are beyond idiocracy now.
Yeah, we are worse than that. Was when he told them to stop watering the crops with Brawndo and start using water like from the toilet. They did do it, and things got better. Eventually. There were some hiccups along the way, but ultimately it did work out.